MMA is the world's most exciting sport. From Alaska to Kazakhstan, events can be found almost anywhere on the planet.
Are you ready for some man-slamming action?
This is a look at some of the best and worst of those events. These are the best and worst promotions in MMA. Yama Pit Fighting aired its one and only event in 2008, holding a one-night tournament won by Travis View.
On the streets, it's against the law. In the pit, it is the law.
Instead of using a traditional ring or cage, Yama used a specially designed areola-shaped fighting surface called
The Yama, an evolution of the traditional fighting structure.
Because you will not see the stalls, you will not see the clinch and the hold against the fence game. You'll see non-stop action.
The referee is pretty patient.
The event was available on pay-per-view for $35, but sales were low and the company quickly closed.
I don't like that jumping stuff.
He goes low and then he can punch. There's a right hand to Bean's face.
Bellator MMA was founded in 2008 by Bjorn Rebney and is considered to be the second biggest MMA organization under the UFC. Bellator takes a more over-the-top approach to promoting fights.
Things that are awesome. The T-Rex. Dynamite. Hot chicks. Two big men standing in the center of a cage, throwing heavy leather.
Sometimes almost bordering on cringeworthy.
Poor Jenna. I don't know how she put up with you all those years.
Bellator has signed multiple big-name UFC fighters recently, such as Quinton Rampage Jackson, Tito Ortiz, and Benson Henderson.
Bellator was super open to the idea of doing different things, doing something differently.
Bellator was purchased by Viacom, and Bjorn Rebney stepped down as CEO and was replaced by Strikeforce founder Scott Coker. Events are currently being aired on the UFC's former home, Spike TV.
It's basic, it's primal, and 100% pure awesome.
The TDFC started as a regional event, originally based in Wilmington, Delaware. Using the old Pride-style rules, there were no weight classes and almost no restrictions.
Hit me in the ear.
Well, Jesus, I'm sorry.
Ow.
The organization even provided housing and training for its star athletes. The TDFC quickly expanded, gaining a massive following, but eventually collapsed after the president of the company shot himself in the head following a mental breakdown.
Find some gauze.
The Rizin Fighting Federation held its first two events in December of last year, featuring Fedor Emelianenko versus Singh Jaydeep and Shinya Aoki versus a punching bag.
Did he just spit out a tooth?
What it looked like to me.
Interest in Japanese MMA has dwindled over the years, ever since the UFC bought and closed down Japan's biggest MMA promotion, Pride Fighting Championship. Rizin hopes to breathe life back into Japan's MMA scene with ridiculous matchups and old-school rule sets, allowing kicks to a downed opponent and fighters fighting multiple times in one night.
Not really, Lord. There's a huge right, and it's over. King Mo is tournament champion.
The event was broadcast on Spike TV, the same channel as Bellator, and is holding its next event later this year. Elite XC banked the entire future of its organization on Kimbo Slice winning. The promotion quickly closed.
Kimbo has no slice.
The World Series of Fighting is a growing MMA promotion formed in 2012, founded by kickboxer and MMA fighter Ray Sefo.
What is your vision when you talk to friends and family and sponsors about the World Series of Fighting?
The goal for us is obviously to put on the best fights we can put on.
Events are aired on the NBC Sports Network, and multiple UFC fighters have joined, such as John Fitch, Jake Shields, and Matt Hamill. The WSOF's welterweight champion Husamar Palhares was recently stripped of his championship belt and fired from the organization after holding a submission for too long after his opponent Jake Shields tapped out. Palhares also repeatedly gouged Shields in the eye before submitting him.
Watch your fingers, man. Stop putting his chin in there. Look at this. Time out. All right, if you do it one more time, I'll take a point. All right?
Again. There it is again.
I'll deal with it.
And almost caused a brawl after the fight.
this one.
Paul Harris was suspended from MMA for 2 years for the incident, and the WSOF welterweight title remains vacant. Thanks for watching. Be sure to subscribe.